Ferrari has finally dropped the biggest bombshell of the new Formula One era. Project 678 has officially come to a close, revealing a transformation that goes far beyond anyone's imagination. It's not just a new car for Lewis Hamilton. It's a complete revolution encompassing design philosophy, technical structure, and Ferrari's future in F1 in 2026. Will Project 678 be the turning point in Ferrari's legendary revival, or the riskiest gamble they've ever taken? Let's find out. Ferrari has unveiled what has been known for months as Project 678. But what was revealed goes far beyond a new car for the 2026 Formula One season. Ferrari has confirmed a significant philosophical transformation, a total reset of their mindset, work ethic, and competitive approach, triggered by the disappointing outcome of the 2025 season. The 2026 car driven by Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc is not an evolution of the SF25. Ferrari makes this clear. It is a blank slate designed to address the most complex regulations in modern Formula One history. They believe this new era will penalise teams that hesitate, not those that dare. Ferrari has admitted something they rarely say publicly. Top speed alone is no longer enough. The 2026 regulations, with their 50-50 power split between combustion and electric engines, active aerodynamics, and extremely narrow operating windows, demand a new approach. Project 678 is not based on achieving the highest numbers, but rather on accessing, controlling, and maintaining performance throughout a single lap and a full race. All systems, the engine, battery, aerodynamics, suspension, and even the driver interface, are designed as a unified, mutually reinforcing unit. One of the most surprising revelations comes from the engine room. Ferrari has officially committed to using steel cylinder heads for its 2026 engines, a decision that was even questioned within Maranello. Steel is heavier than aluminum. However, Ferrari recognises that, in an era with a limit of 4 combustion engines per driver per season, durability is a key to performance. Steel can withstand far more extreme combustion pressures and temperatures than aluminum can in the long term. In collaboration with the renowned Austrian engineering firm AVL, Ferrari claims to have made a breakthrough that challenges the status quo. The steel-based configuration, which was once considered suboptimal, is now said to be capable of lasting a full season without sacrificing reliability. Furthermore, the 2026 regulations stipulate a higher minimum power unit weight, so the weight penalty from using steel becomes relatively insignificant. This gives Ferrari much more strategic latitude to opt for long-term durability and performance stability rather than pursuing fragile, high-risk, extreme solutions. This engine concept is combined with a new battery system that is lighter, more compact, and requires less cooling. The impact on the car's overall design is immediately noticeable. A smaller radiator enables a narrower rear, cleaner airflow to the diffuser, and significantly more stable aerodynamic efficiency. This is where Project 678 begins to look like an integrated machine rather than a collection of separate upgrades. Ferrari has also made bold mechanical decisions. For the first time since 2010, the company will use push-rod suspension in the front and rear. This isn't a romanticization of the past, it's about packaging. Push rods allow for more flexible internal component placement, enabling a slimmer chassis and more precise airflow management, which is crucial under the new aero regulations. Under Loic Serra's leadership, Ferrari's approach to suspension has undergone a complete shift. Tyre behaviour is now the centrepiece of the project, not an afterthought. Ferrari is exploring controlled flexibility in the front suspension, particularly in the upper wishbone, to maintain tyre contact and camber recovery during various cornering phases. This approach directly addresses the biggest weakness of the Ferrari 2025, a front end that lacks confidence-inspiring performance for Hamilton and Leclerc. Ferrari tested dozens of front-wing concepts, not to maximise downforce, but to maintain consistent airflow when the car switches between low drag and high downforce modes due to active aero. Maintaining balance during aero transitions will be as crucial as absolute grip in 2026, Ferrari's bodywork philosophy reflects this, with aggressive side pod undercuts, ultra-tight cooling, and a focus on efficiency, an approach clearly inspired by McLaren's resurgence. One of the most significant symbols of change is in the cockpit. Ferrari redesigned the steering wheel for 2026 with direct input from Hamilton and Leclerc. Given the complexity of energy management and active aero, Ferrari realised that the driver's cognitive load could pose a significant challenge. The solution was to simplify without compromising control. All key functions are now consolidated into 3 main rotary switches below the central display. The steering wheel has been made smaller, and its lower section has been trimmed for visibility and ergonomics. This isn't just for show. Ferrari believes that at 300 km/h, mental clarity equals performance. Hamilton's influence is palpable. After spending more than a decade in Mercedes' highly integrated environment, he convinced Ferrari to change the way information flows between the car and the driver, breaking with old Maranello habits. Leclerc, on the other hand, became the anchor of continuity. His understanding of Ferrari's internal structure has helped maintain a balance between radical change and long-term stability. Ferrari did not want a repeat of the chaos that marked the start of the 2025 season. The focus of this Barcelona test was not on chasing the fastest lap times or creating false sensations, but rather on accumulating as much mileage as possible, ensuring precise data correlation and testing the full reliability of the A-Spec package. The focus was clear: to understand the car down to the smallest detail before discussing performance. At the Bahrain test, Ferrari planned to unveil the B-Spec, an evolution that introduced far more aggressive aerodynamic and mechanical solutions. This two-stage approach was not a conservative strategy, but rather the result of bitter lessons learned last season when confusion in the early stages of development left Ferrari lagging behind, unable to recover from initial mistakes. Finishing 4th in 2025 also gave Ferrari a significant advantage in wind tunnel time and CFD, which are crucial assets in the regulation reset. Under Loic's era, Ferrari is implementing a McLaren-style risk management-based development approach. High-risk ideas are tested early, and safe ones are added later. Internal work structures have also changed. Driver feedback is processed cross-functionally rather than being siloed in separate departments. Modular design allows for experimentation without dismantling the entire system. Ferrari's reveal about Hamilton and Leclerc's 2026 car isn't one sensational breakthrough. Rather, it's an interconnected web of decisions regarding the engine, suspension, aerodynamics, cockpit, testing strategy, and even team culture. These decisions are all geared toward one goal: predictability, adaptability, and control. Risks remain, though. Steel adds mass. Suspension flexibility invites regulatory scrutiny. Will Project 678 truly be Ferrari's weapon of rebirth in the new 2026 F1 era? Or will it be a risky experiment that dooms Hamilton's ambitions from the start? Share your thoughts below